Okay, now it's time for something a little different. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So here it is, a Let's Play of an obscure Wolfenstein 3D clone called Ken's Labyrinth. Now, this was one of the first Wolfenstein 3D clones, though it's far from being the most notorious. In total, there are only 5 videos of that game on YouTube, most of them showcasing the first level. So since it's by far the most obscure game I've covered so far, this is why this Prelude is here, to help you get familiar with what this game is. Basically, this game was a one-man effort by a man called Ken Silverman, and the game was distributed by Epic Games. It came out in 1993, and it became freeware in 1999. So if you want to give it a spin, you can download it. I suggest you download the version that was updated to work on modern computers, as the original 2.1 version, that was the game that was distributed before then. It doesn't work on modern computers anymore. But seriously, words cannot express how much time I spent playing that game in my childhood. I think Super Mario 64 and Diablo 2 were the only games I've played more than this one, so you can say it was a major part of my childhood. And while this game really requires no story according to my standards, that is, this one still has a really weird one that the guy thought up by himself, so we're just gonna take a look at it and just see how outlandish it is, okay? The fate of the planet Earth is in your hands. The scientific community on the planet Zogar has been searching the universe for the alien races capable of providing them with worthy entertainment. Of course, their entertainment consists of placing specimens from alien races together into a dangerous labyrinth. Some have been extremely intelligent, but were lacking in physical skills. Others were great warriors, but lacked the intelligence needed to solve the clever traps invented by the Zogarians. In an attempt to keep the universe clean, the planets containing races whose specimens could not solve the labyrinth have had their molecular structure reconfigured into coal that fuels the stoves which make red jelly that Zogarians love on their bagels and toast. The Zogarians are led by an infinitely evil and ugly creature simply named Ken. See what they did there? You'll find out more about him in episode 3. By cover of night, the Zogarians traveled to Earth and picked up a representative of Earth's most intelligent beings. So now they've got your dog Sparky. After thorough interrogation of Sparky, the Zogarians found out that dogs, in addition to being great companions, are the universe's most highly intelligent beings, and have been conducting experiments on humans for years. While most of those experiments consisted of things like convincing humans to throw balls to them over and over again, the Zogarians nonetheless became fearful of canine intelligence. Instead of testing Sparky, who is obviously smart enough to escape their traps, they decided it would be safer for them to merely lock him up and get his human master for their experiments. Of course, that's you, isn't it? Now they've secretly brought you to Zogar and you're being tested on behalf of the whole human race. You will be judged by your performance in the danger-filled labyrinth. So far, 26 civilizations have been tested in the labyrinth, and 26 planets have become fuel for the jelly makers. In addition to having the fate of your planet in your hands, you probably should also search for Sparky while you're here, because you'll need him to finish the game. By the way, on top of the labyrinth is the Spectator's Box, where the leaders of the Zogar Imperial Empire have been watching, and they may sometimes shout insults down at you. So that's the story of the game. As I said, really, really outlandish. So, as you've probably noted, that Ken Silverman guy, has actually put himself as the final boss in the game. And there's another boss, Andy, that has been named after a guy that helped him make the game. Oh, and another thing, Zogar Imperial Empire, going by the rule of thumb according to which kingdoms are good and empires are evil, doesn't that make an Imperial Empire the most evil entity in any work of fiction ever? So anyway, that's about it for the preliminary presentation of the game, and over the next few weeks / months / years, who knows, I'll be taking you through a tour of the game. And I gotta warn you, this is a game about labyrinths, so it can get really frustrating at times. I have a few levels in mind that I really can't beat in a decent amount of time, but I'm going to show you everything so you can see for yourself what the experience of going through this game is. So, see you soon for part 1 of Let's Play Ken's Labyrinth.